Oh my goodness. A couple of ants are trying to enjoy my water. That's not good. Go get your own. How to know other person's real intentions? Ooh. You mean a possible partner? Some boy who you're interested, right? You will know it. First, tell me if I'm correct. Is it about a relationship, an intention of if they want to just be in a relationship for a long haul, or they just want to enjoy themselves, or they just want to be friends? Is that what you're talking about? Just make that comment so I would know I'm on the right track. In general meaning not in relationship, just about business, and you got to be a little bit helpful here. Help me out here. as Dr. Eva would say, throw me the bone, give me the info. So make your question clear for me, Amber. Don't be shy. Is it a relationship? Say relationship. Is it business, or what is it? Is it intention of what? To bring you harm, or to cheat you, to what? Give me a scenario. So yes, as a friend, as a co-worker, as a boss, as a neighbor. Gee, it's like telling me they each have different roles, because you will have a different relationship with each one of them, and that becomes apparent. You see, everybody has a certain image of themselves, and their relationship with other people, if it's usually, regardless of the type of a relationship, is between the image you have of yourself and the image of the other person that you have in your mind. So it's the two images that have relationships, not really you. And that is what most relationships, romantic relationships, really don't work, because they never know each other. The relationship is based on their images. The two images are having relationships, not the two persons. They don't even know how each other's consciousness is put together. They have a certain image of themselves, and they have a relationship between this image and the image they have of that person in their own mind. So when you tell me how to tell the intention of the person, that it could be as a friend or co-worker or a boss or a neighborhood, well, it will only be able to see it through their actions, because this is a little broad question, and the time that you spend with each one of them is very different. With your neighbors is a different set of time, depends on how close you guys get, what activities you have, or how interested you are to be neighborly or just be independent and not really know the other one exists. Or with your boss, the relationship is very in a different frame. With your co-worker, again, depends on if the co-worker is going to benefit from your efforts in the office, or the co-worker finds you as a threat to his or her own advancement in the corporation. It all has different scenarios. But as a friend, between friend and romantic friend, that is a little bit more clear to know, because through the way they behave and interact with you, the suggestions of activities, the attention, the level of attention or lack of it, certain topics of discussions, and certain efforts to make you guys spend more time together, these all will give it away what their intention is. Co-worker, again, you cannot know, because it depends how well they play the game that they're playing. You can't expect a co-worker and a boss and a neighbor to be in the same zone or energy level or interest to bond with you than your friend or relationship is. So each one of them would have its own. But again, through their general behavior of how they're affecting you and your well-being, the energy that they expend, the activities they're involved in, which would or would not benefit you, harm or not harm you, you can tell about their intention. Otherwise, it will become a little bit more specific, which we would have to have a specific scenario to elaborate on. Amber says, yes, but I do get people wrong. Well, don't perceive them, observe them. You get them wrong because you come to a conclusion from what they did, something nice they did, you think, oh, they're just wonderful because that reminds you of that other friend that you had who was so nice and did so nice things, and suddenly you're no longer seeing this person, you're only seeing this person based on what you remember of that other good friend that did similar thing as this one is doing, and then no longer you're judging her based on what he or she is doing in relation to you, you're judging her based on what you think she's similar to what experience you had with somebody else before. And if that somebody else before was not a good relationship, and this poor thing who is got nothing to do with that one is going to get the judgment based on what your experience was rather than what he or she is all about. So don't perceive them, let them introduce themselves to you independently and independent from your information of your past memories with some other relationships or friendships, and see how it is that they're interacting with you, and as you go you can always assess it, so then you won't take them wrong. Don't jump into conclusion, they're good, they're bad, they can change all the time, and just over time you will have a better idea about them.